The last paragraph of your reader response is the paragraph where you actually get to have your own opinion and make your own article arguments. In the first paragraph on credibility, all you could do is just report what you learned. This paragraph, basically, you're just reporting what is in the article. And then finally, in this paragraph, you're talking about yourself and how and why you find this useful and how it's clarified your thinking and how you might be able to use this in your own paper. And so here's the thesis sentence, and then here is generalization 1 and generalization 2. So let's see what it looks like. This article will help build the case that a lopsided Supreme Court will create even more political tension in the United States. Topic sentence. One point that I hope to make is that to politicize the Supreme Court will create political tension and partisan bickering, which is ultimately harmful to the country. Okay, you can go back to my outline and see that that's the first point that I'm going to develop. Mitch McConnell delayed Barack Obama's appointment of Merrick Garland for 9 months, arguing that because it was an election year, the voters should choose the individual who would make the appointment. Now, less than a week before the election, the Republican in the Senate are prepared to confirm their appointment for Ruth Bader Ginsburg's position. Simply packing the court doesn't eliminate the problem between political sides that won't compromise. So all of this is me. These are my thoughts, my opinions. And now, this part of the article I'm going to be able to use to support this opinion. And so I signal, okay, I'm going into the article. This article teaches us that FDR threatened to pack the Supreme Court in order to protect his New Deal, prompting one justice to back down and another to retire soon after. But Basil unquotes Barry Friedman, a New York University law professor who believes that popular opinion would have supported court packing as a way to circumvent the justices who are perceived to be out of touch. And so here's my chunk. It starts here and it ends here. Here's my sentence that tells you what to expect. Here's my transition to the article. Here's what I've cited from the article. Here's the parenthetical citation. And then here's my interpretation. And then here's the next generalization. Even more important is that a Supreme Court out of touch with the rest of America will move to reverse laws that are popular with the majority of Americans, such as the Affordable Care Act and Roe versus Wade, causing harm to individuals. Particularly concerning is the desire among Republicans to make it harder for people to vote by upholding voter ID laws and making it easier to purge voters from rolls and politically gerrymander. If the minority party cannot get its way through attracting people to vote for its agenda, then a conservative Supreme Court could just make it much harder for people to vote, particularly young and minority voters. Okay, so all of this, it's just me. That's kind of a preview of a point that I may make whenever I write this paper. And so here's my next chunk. So, sentence to preview, signal that I'm transitioning to the source, parenthetical citation, warrant the fear that Basilton, I misspelled her name. I'll check that. Leaves us with is that a deeply conservative Supreme Court will be less about administering justice and more about making sure that the minority party holds power without having to do anything to attract new voters and broaden its base. And then restate my topic sentence.